Good morning.
Okay, so good to see everyone. It would be nice if you can also open your cameras if you're using a cell phone or a stationary device, whatever, so that you can also see each other. And yeah, and thank you for sharing. That's important that everyone shares a little bit, because that way you can also establish some kind of a support group amongst yourselves. And you're going to need it. So yeah, take advantage of the opportunity. I highly recommend it. And what are we going to do today? So for the next half hour to 40 minutes, I'm going to talk about a slide presentation that we have about emotions and caregiving. Very important. We touched about it, but we'll talk about it more in detail this morning. And then we'll have a short break. Of course, there's an opportunity to ask questions and respond to anything that is, like Joe, if you have any issues, questions, anything you want to bring up, you're welcome to do that, even if it's not related to the subject that we present. And then we have a guest today. As I said, her name is Nympha. She is a caregiver, a care worker here in Israel for not too long, about 2 years perhaps. And she would like to share with you from her experience. And I think that's probably the best learning opportunity to share from other people's experiences. So I'm going to share my screen. Where did my screen share go? 1 minute, everyone. Why is this not here on my screen? Something not working right. Okay, can everyone see that? Sorry, it took a minute.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about relationships and emotions in caregiving work. And I think that, we all know that our tools in our toolbox as professional caregivers is our emotions. Okay, that's obviously, doing physical work is something that most people can do, but relate and respond and be attentive and understanding and caring and all of that is part of our emotional tools in dealing with our clients and patients and doing our best job. So what is care? The word care has a double meaning. On the one hand, it emphasizes care activities such as bathing, dressing, or feeding someone. On the other hand, care is also feelings of concerns such as caring or affection from the caregiver towards the patient. When we care about someone, we usually feel commitment and responsibility towards him. Okay, that's obvious. We also like to feel care from our patient or our employer, right? We want to know that we're doing the right job, we're doing our job properly, and we expect them in some way to show it. And I think it's very important to understand that different people show emotions in different ways, including our employers, our patients, okay? Not everyone says, thank you, thank you, thank you, I love you, you're doing a wonderful job 3 times a day. We'd like to hear that, but we have to find the small ways in which they do appreciate us, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, care work. Care work has been defined as the work that provides services based on sustained personal interaction and is motivated by concern about others. Okay, so I think that what is our motivation? What is your motivation? I think you know that. Everybody wants to be compensated properly. Your salary, your conditions, your perks, everyone expects to be, like I said, appreciated in a proper way, and that's fine to have those kind of motivations. And I think that we all know that choosing this line of work is not for everyone. And so if you've chosen this line of work, I assume and I hope that you have, the caring abilities that emotional work really does involve. Care work involves creating a relationship with your patient, and I emphasize his family. Relationship is the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or a state of being connected, right? So you have to have a partnership in the goal that's at hand. And of course, it's all about relationships, what we spoke about in the past. So interpersonal relationships, what's involved? Interpersonal relationship is an association between two or more people that may range from fleeting to enduring. Well, in our case, it's going to be an enduring relationship, hopefully, for quite a long time, in a very, very specific and difficult time in your employer's life. This association may be based on care, solidarity, regular business interactions, very important, or some other type of social commitment. Well, the commitment is there in all walks of life. The relationship you create with your patient and his family is an interpersonal relationship, and that's why emotions are the basis for all of that. Meaning and importance of a relationship. Okay, relationships provide the opportunity for the key benefits: exchange of support, social engagement, and a sense of worth. I think that the most difficult punishment that anyone can have is to be isolated. Okay, in some sense, you are going to be isolated in the sense that you're apart from your family, your friends, your culture, and everything that you're used to. And in many ways, your client and is going to be your patient, your employer, however you want to refer to him. He is also isolated in many ways. And so the interconnection that you have between you is going to assist you as obviously as well as them. So we're talking about exchange of support, social engagement, yes, talking, being a part of someone's life, and a sense of worth. Very important. Like I said, everyone wants to feel that they're worthwhile, that they're worthy of being, in a situation where there's other people. All major ingredients of foundation of well-being of both sides of a relationship. Exactly. Your part and their part. Components of a relationship. On the surface of a relationship, there are needs, desires, and abilities. Under the surface of a relationship, there are expectations, knowledge, and emotions. Okay. On the surface of a relationship, both sides, okay, the caregiver and the employer have needs. Both the caregiver and patient have needs for listening, for attention, for honesty, and feeling respected. Okay. And both people on both sides of a relationship have desires. Both caregiver and the patient have desires for listening, attention, honesty, and feeling respected. Okay, we all need that and want it. And both sides have abilities. Both the caregiver and the patient have abilities to listen, to respect each other. Very important. On that we base our relationship. Okay. Attention, honesty, and feeling respected. Under the surface of a relationship, everybody has their own expectations and emotions and knowledge that we don't usually present, especially not in the beginning. So both caregiver and patient have needs, okay, to get good treatment, to keep the family involved, knowledge, Both caregiver and the patient have knowledge, what is good care, what they need, what they like, what they don't like, and so on. And both caregiver and patient have emotions, okay, positive and negative, empathy, longing, okay. Everybody has emotions. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you feel less good, I would say, or not, or even bad. And anxious, tense, sad, angry, all emotions are valid, and we all have a right to our emotions. The question is just how and when do we deal with them in order that they don't upset our work life and they don't challenge us too much, and that we know how to deal with them. Okay. The connection between the two layers of a relationship, okay, the needs, the desires, the abilities, the expectations, the knowledge, and the emotions, okay? That is what caregiver and care work is all about. So care work is often defined as emotion work. Emotion work can be defined as work that involves emotions, okay, that arise, okay, and work that requires expressing emotions. It can also be defined as management of one's own feelings or work done in an effort to maintain a relationship. It is only natural that during the caregiving work, different varied emotions will arise, both positive and negative, and each emotion has a legitimate part in our life. I want to stress what the caregiver's emotions have to, are all about. We can't deny the way that we feel, and we can't suppress it. We need to find positive ways to deal with it. Okay, I began by speaking about that. So it's very important to have a support group. Okay, make friends. The friends that you have at home are, try to maintain relationships through the internet. Nobody writes letters anymore, but in any other way that you think is possible. And try to make new friends, okay? Friends that could be a support group for you here during your long and difficult stay, and especially that will allow you to maintain, I won't say your feeling of good, right? Feeling good. So perhaps you need to make an inquiry about who's involved in the family and taking care of your client, okay? Like the example that we heard this morning. If they're living in a care facility, there might be people on the staff that would be support. If there's someone else in the family besides the wife, perhaps a son or a daughter that can also influence a situation that needs to be dealt with or a problem that needs to be solved. So find out who are the other people in the area that can assist you in difficult situations, and also share with them, share with them on a regular basis, keep them up to date. We had a great day, we had a difficult day, it was a wonderful week, it was challenging, whatever happens, and make a support group so that will help you, okay, to deal with difficult situations. And also you must understand what you need in terms of what makes your batteries charged, okay? I highly recommend that if you need to pray, meditate, dance, sing, read, whatever it is that you need to do, do so. I want to thank, was it Joe this morning? He showed us his employer, and he did so from the back, okay? I highly respect that, and I think that's the way it should be done. I don't think that an Alzheimer patient, you need to ever photograph from the front and, put it somewhere like online with us on WhatsApp. We must protect our clients' privacy. Okay, so from the back, it's perfectly okay, not from the front, and they are not able to say yes or no if you ask them. Okay, so be sensitive to that, to how you present your client to others, and be sensitive to their privacy, in terms of pictures and anything else that you present, just, on any kind of media. Very important. Okay. Along with the emotions you have towards your patient, remember to be self-compassionate towards yourself, which is what I'm talking about. It's important to recognize our emotions, identify them, and give them space and acknowledge them. If you feel any negative emotions, do not suppress them. Do not be left alone with your feelings and emotions. You can always find someone to talk to, friends, family, and the agency. And like we say, the call center, okay? Tips for creating a good relationship. Be mindful of how you start a conversation. Ask open questions. Use the I statements. Be specific in the message you want to transfer. This is very important. Use simple words, short sentences, okay? And be specific. And give the others the attitude that you want to receive. I think this is, the basis for all interaction between not just human beings, between every living thing, right? We want to be kind and thoughtful, and I think we will get that response in return. And I will add the smile. Hi, everyone. I didn't see everyone smile today. Open your cameras and give us a short, quickie smile. Anyone brave to open a camera? There we go. Everybody's tense and anxious. First week of work, so many things. Anybody sleep a lot? I don't know. We already heard from Joe that he didn't sleep at all. But we need a smile. Okay, I don't see a whole lot of smiles today. All right. So I invite you to participate with or without a smile, okay? What are your expectations from the relationship with your patient? What do you think your patient's expectations are from you? We already heard from Joe, a little, yeah, a little unrealistic, not to sleep. What feelings do you think may arise during caregiving work? How do you usually express your feelings? How do you feel in general about care work? Did you make a mistake by doing this? Or, take a long, deep breath and it'll be fine. Every day it'll be a little easier, a little better. Yeah, who wants to talk about this or anything else? Please do. Everyone's still sleeping.
It seems like it.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, emotions is a very big deal. And I want to take the opportunity, if no one wants to ask a question or, or say anything else. Nympha will be joining us when, Anat? Remind me again?
In 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes. So we're going to take a 5-minute break in a few minutes. And then we'll tune into Nympha, and you're invited to ask her questions. Okay, hope you do have questions for Nympha. But before I go on, I want to talk about one more thing, and that's about borders, okay? The borders that we have to learn gently, slowly, but very confidently to put around ourselves, okay? To protect ourselves emotionally. Very important. I want to tell everyone that, yes, on the one hand, emotions is the name of our work, okay? We are emotion workers. We want to respond to people's emotions. We want to check our own emotions, okay, to a certain point. And in order to protect ourselves from not breaking down, from not being overwhelmed, from not being, exhausted, because body and mind are one, okay? And so we need to keep some kind of borders of how much we get involved in, you know, in our client and our patient's being in his situation. And most of these people are in difficult situations, right? Having lost so many functions in their life, having, you know, been isolated, perhaps by corona, perhaps by disease, perhaps by other issues, for many life cycles where they were more involved, more important, more, you know, more of everything in life. And so this is a time in life where you're kind of joining them in a journey where you're helping them, but it's a difficult journey, the end of life for most of these people. And you must learn to put borders on your own emotions in order to protect your strength. Okay. That's all for now. I can't hear you, Anat. Open your mic.
I said that we will see you at,
5
let's
minutes.
say 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Us in a few minutes.
Now, Nympha will be joining us, yes, soon.
Okay. And I hope you have questions for her. Your opportunity.
And it's a great opportunity. So we won't have much time. We have about 50 minutes, 50. So in that time, we will hear about Nympha's experience. We will add some guiding questions, and you are welcome to add as your own questions, share your concerns, ask for advice. If you like to ask her something while we're talking, feel free to jump in and ask your questions. So I will join Nympha. We're waiting for her. Sarah, anything you'd like to add before we see Nympha? Oh yes, and if you can turn on your cameras.
There she is.
that
Hi,
will be
Nympha. Good
wonderful.
morning.
Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Thank you
everyone.
for joining us today again.
Yes,
How have you
you're
been?
welcome.
So
Hi,
you're
Nympha.
welcome
Good
to
morning.
begin, Nympha, if you would.
Okay.
And yes, tell us about yourself and about, you know, the employer that you're taking care of, and about your experience here with past employers as well.
And where are you from? Where in the Philippines?
Yeah, okay.
And first, we would like to introduce you to our new group, new caregivers that just
Oh,
arrived.
yeah, thank you very much. You're welcome, ma'am. I'm Nimpa Manawis. I'm working here in the Israel more than 1 year and 10 months. And I'm Philippine in Manila. And I'm a widow and I have 2 children, 2 sons. Now it's a young man, 2 young men. And I'm starting to work on my first employee in 3 months and my second employee in for 1 month. And this is my third employee. I'm continuously working about 1 year, uh, 1 year and 6 months, almost 1 year and 6 months, or yeah, 1 year and 6 months. And I'm happy. I got my best employer also, best family, and thanks God because I'm still working now and I'm still healthy, strong. And I'm happy to my work, and that's all. And about my first, my experience now is very nice, very good. But the same situation from the first and third employees, the same situation. Is having a dementia. It's having a, it's a same situation. But same situation, dementia, but different kind of what you call this situation, the attitude of the employee. The first is always walking every morning until night. She doesn't like to sit. She always walking. Even you give the food, is still walking like that. And the second employer is very nice also, but we have something problem in the daughter. I've just leave my work because of the daughter. Both them is a daughter. We cannot understanding the I cannot understanding the attitude of the first employer because of the attitude of the daughter. But my employer, my patient is very nice, very good. And the second also is the same. And but the daughter is no good for me because they cut my salary. Different problem. But my third employer is very nice, no problem, everything. And also when I changed the first employer, I just asked to my social worker and to my agency, and they helped me. And the second time, I do also the same situation. I asked to the worker, social worker, in the agency, and they helped me also. You cannot go to run away to your work without permission to the agency and the social worker, because they help you every time. They help you, and the problem, they solve the problem. So I'm here now in the third employer. I'm very, 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 very happy. My situation of employer is bedridden, but my first time we came here, she's walking, she's everything, she can do everything. But after that, well, she's fell down to the floor second time, and she get depression, and she get dementia, everything. But before they happen, I know everything what she want. I know everything she like, and I continue to serving her, and everything I can do. The house also, together in the house, to clean the house, to wash her clothes, everything. It's very easy if you love your work and if you enjoy your work. It's very easy. And about the day off, if your employer is still strong, still healthy, she can work, they can give you every week day off. But if like my employer now is bedridden, you need to stay. It depends of you if you want to take another caregiver to take care of her while you getting off your day off, and then it's good also. But for me, because I need money, I don't like to always taking my day off. I spend my money outside. Much better to stay here and to continue to work. I got money double, then they will pay you and they get your allowance together, and that's all. I'm only get it's up to you if you want to get your day off or do you want to stay. Me, I'm only every 2 months I get only once a day. It's enough for me because I need to earn money. And I got the strength to the God. Of course, before you work, before you get to sleep, you always to pray to God to guide you always, every time, every minute, every hour. And that's the situation in our situation today. We need help God. Always we need help God. Nobody can help us. Nobody. Only for the God prayer. And that's all. Hello.
Yes, 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 Nympha, thank you for sharing so much. Anyone have a question, you're welcome to jump in. And if not, I will ask you to tell us a little bit about your routine with your client, your employer, how your day goes by, and maybe what is the most difficult part of your day, and how you keep your strength up. You tell us that you pray. That's important for you. And tell us, what else you do to make yourself a little more happier if you have difficult times. And who helps you
Yeah.
besides God?
Uh,
Someone else, maybe?
No, I'm happy. I know I'm happy. I can be happy alone because nobody in the house. I can do singing. I can do our group chat. Sometimes to the friend group chat with together with sing karaoke like that. And sometimes we go to the park with the friends, with the employee, together with the employee to the park. And we make a party, barbecue like that. If there's some Filipina or some metapelet or caregiver got having a birthday, and they make party in the park, and they do with employee. and Very difficult to me to work here in my first employee. And in my first employee, I have an experience about that because she don't have mind. She's dementia, no more, nothing. And the daughter, she said, I go to the door together with her mother, and I'm just only for a few weeks in the few weeks here in the Israel. I think it's I'm only 1 week, almost 1 week. And then we go to the door by walking because very near in the house. But my employer, she want to go walk, 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 walk. She doesn't like to stop. Oh, here the door. I said, here the door. No, no, she doesn't like, and she doesn't want to hold her hands while we're going to the traffic, to the straight line for that because there's so many buses and car. She want to straight to walking, walking, walking. I'm afraid because maybe we get an accident at the time. And after a while, she's very strong to go walk. She's very strength, walk and walk and walk and walk because she like it to walk. And then after that, I want to stop it to hold it. And she make me, she hurt me, and then and I don't know that whereabouts, and I don't know whereabouts the time because I this is because that is my first time in the Israel. I try to ask somebody to help us to call the daughter. I give my cell phone to somebody and talk to the daughter like that. We are losing, we are missing, to help and then to get it up to the place because I don't know the place. And then they help me, and then after that, when I come back home, I go to my room and then crying, crying, and I said to my daughter, even you give me more money to pay, I don't want to go out with your mom. Maybe I get an accident and I'm afraid. Maybe I go to the jail. I'm afraid, and that's my experience. But after that, they said, okay, don't go out with my mom. And then after that, the problem is also the daughter. They always bang when open the ref, open the cabinet, the door, bang, bang, bang. I don't know what is the problem, but I'm always asking her, what is the problem? You have problem for me, and that like that. I'm asking nothing, but it's only attitude. But for me, I don't like because I feel maybe I got hypertension or a heart. I said, I don't like, I'm not happy to work with you. And then I go to the social worker, and then the social worker, they came and then they talked to them. And then I said, I don't want to work anymore here because such the situation, because my age is only, it's 51 years old. I don't like that. I said, and for my health also, I don't like that. And then they helped me to another employee. They give me another employee, and another employee very nice. We are always every time, every morning exercise, and then we go to the park also singing like that because I like singing. Even I'm not a singer, I like singing. And then we happy together, and then like that. And my employer is very so sad because she loved me, I love her also. We make video while I'm dancing, they make TikTok to dance like that. And we're very happy. But I don't like the daughter also because obviously deduct my salary, they get my salary. And I said, I'm sorry, I cannot long time to work to your mom. Even I like her because the situation, because you always got. And then they said, no, it's okay. I will make the solve the problem. And then next time, and then, no, I don't want because I know the daughter is no good. That's why I'm changing. I'm changing again. And this now third employee, I'm very happy. Only one daughter, we are living. I'm living libad for my employee, where almost the daughter always visiting only once in a week or sometimes twice if there is a time. And but she always trusts me, and that's the very important trust and respect. I don't like to always trust. I don't want to get my trust for me because the daughter is very trusting me. My work together with her mom every all the day, every time, and we go to the. Sometimes I go to. I'm only one also to go to the market to buy stuff to super farm, supermarket, the things we need of my employee. I'm using my own money. I'm using my own money to buy the food of her mom, to buy the medicine. But after that, every week when they come, she will pay me back. She will pay me back. And that is better. But sometimes the employee, they give the ATM card. You can use the ATM card if they allowed you. But for me, I don't want to choose the using the credit card because I don't want to thinking me for I don't want because that is money. If money is talking about money, I don't want it. That's why I prefer to use my money and then they will pay me back, and that is good for me, and that is better.
Nympha, can you tell us a little bit about the kitchen, about how you eat, what you prepare for your employer, what she likes, what you like, you know, just about your everyday life, what you do for her, and you know what you just tell us about how you live with her in the
Uh-huh.
home.
Yes, about the food of my employer, you need to know before you cook before because it's not the same situation because my employer is having a cancer of small intestine, and and it's not allowed more oil, more oil, no oil. And that's why when I clean her chicken, I always take it out the skin and the fat for the chicken. Very hard to clean the chicken, the white the fat. I take it out that all, and then twice to boiled, and then I make a chicken soup and fish bacala like that to oven. I asked my employee what she want to eat and what she want to cook. I cook for her every time. I cook for her. And my food also they give me an allowance. I ask my allowance because we are not same food because she doesn't she not allowed to the oil like that, and we're different separate food, and they give me a 200 shekels allowance for the food every week. And also 100 for the transportation. So I got 300 allowance every week, and that is better. And sometimes the egg is okay, no problem. And just uh, everything, the food, I can eat the egg, she can eat the egg also. And when I cook the egg for breakfast together, and we eat biakag, we eat together, and also you ask the daughter if what kind of drink they they can use. Sometimes my employee she doesn't like chocolate. She's not allowed chocolate. Only coffee and little bit milk. And there is a kind of milk also. We have a 1% and 2%, 3% like that. You ask the daughter or the doctor, and they give you a list. Sometimes the what you call this, the doctor they give the list of what kind of food they need to give her, and you follow the rules, you follow that description of the doctor also.
Okay, what do you do on your days off when you have them?
If I have a day off, I just only go to the trip. Sometimes Dead Sea, sometimes Bethlehem, sometimes like that. But now I'm planning in February. I go to Milan for 3 days. For 3 days, I go to the trip to the Milan. You can go to the trip whatever you want. It's depend of you. But me, I don't want to take my day off from now to until February because I need money to spend some other country. And that's all. And I get strength always to the God. And also to my young man, because my young man is studying minister. I'm always near to the God, always prayer. If we are always near to the God, If you asking about your problem, about your help, they always give you, they not forget you. I promise, prayer is better than other, than money, than everything. God first before anything. First God, second family, and third yourself, and like that. I'm always happy to pray every time. I attend always in the worship service Wednesday and Saturday. I do by WebEx every time at night after my employees get to the bed, going to sleep, and I'm starting also to do something to myself. Wednesday, Saturday, worship, and the other day, I always also get my exercise here, Zumba in my room. Even I'm alone, I can do exercise, Zumba. I follow the video and dancing cha-cha like that. I have a small speaker. I'm happy. I'm happy. You can be happy even you are alone. You can do everything. And sometimes you can sing like that. You can do everything. And every morning you can call your family. You can chat your family. It's allowed. It's allowed. You can talk to your family. They understand you even because the time for here is different time for the Philippines. So if you have call from Philippines, especially if that's emergency, you can talk to your employer. Can I answer the phone? Can I talk to my for a while, or while she's getting at the rest, you can talk to your family. You can set your time. Uh, you hold your time, and then you can set everything every time. And to clean the house is not very difficult. You cannot clean every time. You cannot clean every day. You make an schedule. This schedule: Monday kitchen, Tuesday saloon, third Wednesday wash the floor. You cannot wash every time. Twice in a week you can wash the floor and wash the clothes. You can also you make divide your time for every time for everything. The important, the employer, you always take care of her. You know how you know how to take care your employer. Sometimes we need to go outside. Sometimes we need to play. Sometimes because sometimes the dementia is like a children. It's like a kid. Sometimes my employer she's singing ABC. Sometimes she want to play the from it's like from the kids. Sometimes domino. Sometimes it depends of your employer what she like. But sometimes because if dementia, sometimes no mind. Sometimes they lost the mind. They lost the. You can do some things. You can follow. They can follow also. Why I'm starting to sing it like "You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine." That is my favorite song of my employee, and then she also singing together with me, and also "Que Sera Sera." They also together sing with me. When I starting to sing, she also sing, and that's I'm happy and we're laughing like that. It's very nice. You can play with together with your employee. You can spend more time to your employee, to your patient, to be happy because sometimes she's very depressed. If you see your employee is very depressed, you must to think something for her to be happy also. But sometimes we will go outside. If very depressed, my employees were very depressed, I call to the daughter. I ask the permission. Can I go to the Tel Aviv in the beach together with your mom? We go by taxi and then like that, like that. It's okay. She said, if okay, they approve. Okay, we go together to the beach. From Jerusalem to Tel Aviv is almost, I think, 1 hour, mom. 1 hour. We go by taxi. We go to the beach. And we spend time at least 3 hours there and then come back again. Come back again with only one taxi. Like that. And after that, day after day, she's very happy. Because she's feel happy. She changed mood. She changed mood. Because sometimes they feel boring in the house. Sometimes because my employee before she like travel. she went in the Italy, Greece, every country. That's why why she getting depressed. She thinking about the travel. That's why I know she need travel. It's that is the situation of your that is the situation of my employee. It's different your situation of your employee. So you must to know everything to your employee while you starting to work. You ask you need to know the what you call what they want and they need and what is they doing before me. I know she like travel. And you must to know everything to your employer before the past before she get the dementia or whatever. Whatever. If she's strong, if she's still walking, you must to learn what she wants before, what is habits before. That's the important. And the time comes, you also use that to go outside, to go like that. Because I think the dementia is they always thinking the past. And she always need need to make make the past they continue. You bring to the other place, the other, and to remind everything before, to remind her, to remind because she's happy when she's when we're going to the beach. Oh, before you go here, Madeline, I asked her, yes, 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 with my friend, yes. And she smiled. She said, got big smile. Yes, she remember everything before. And that's very important for
Nympha,
the,
I want to ask you, first of all, thank you for sharing all of that about how you're so sensitive to her needs and know how to make her happy. And I just want to ask you about, do you get enough sleep? How is the sleep situation in with your employer?
sorry, ma'am, what
I'm
again?
asking about sleep. Do you sleep enough?
Sleep.
How is the sleep situation with your employer?
Ah, okay. Before they starting the dementia, they cannot sleep better because it's always wake up, always wake up. I'm not getting sleep, but I will report to doctor. Your mom, she's not getting sleep well. She's always wake up. She always go to my room. Sometimes thought because they starting the dementia, they thought they thinking me. I have a man in my room. I bring friends in my room. I'm doing bad. I'm doing something her house. Every time she check me, every time, sometimes I get an experience. She get water, glass of water, and at about 4 o'clock a.m. they throw in my face, and I'm shocked. Why you do this? I'm not guilt. I'm not angry with her because I know the situation. I'm just asking nice, why you do like that, Madeleine? Why? And yes, he said, because I bring man in the house, inside the house, and the man, they touch her body like that. But that is only thought. That is only thought. And that happened. You can tell to the daughter, and the daughter, they call the doctor to check the patient, and then they give her some medicine for thought, and sometimes sleeping pills, and then I can sleep better while they get sleeping pills. And but that is situation is our obligation also. It's our obligation. If you are live bad, if you are only in one house together with your employee, uh 24 hours are duty. We need to check every time before you sleep. That is our duties. That is our work. And but you can sleep 8 hours. You can take also the 2 hours, 2 hours in the afternoon. Your rest is depend to the situation of your employee, and of course you can ask the daughter, to the family, and that situation to fix the problem, and you can sleep. I sleep always. Sometimes my employee knows she's sleep at night at 7 p.m. So I have a long time at night. So I can do exercise, I can do everything, everything. And then I sleep well, and then they start to wake up at 5 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock. It's okay, no problem. And that's your work. That is your work. The time, no talking about time, no talking, because why you came to as a caregiver, and why you get the employee, and especially is that bad, if that is your obligation and that is your work. Always think you are here to work, not to be happy outside, to go outside to your friends or whatever. You are here because of your work. You need work, and that is why you are here, because you have an ambition, you have a dream, and you can get your dream. If you are working good, if you are working, you are hard work, and you are not so hard work, because the work here as a caregiver is not very hard. It's not very hard. It's like you're working in the hospital. It's the same situation, but you are 24 hours here, but you have a time to sleep. You have a room, and you have everything. You have food, you have everything. You can go outside also. No problem. I think we don't have any problem.
Thank you, Nympha. Right now, I like to check with our caregivers if they have any questions or concerns that they may like to ask. Anyone? And thank you, Nympha, for your time,
Yes.
for joining us.
Yes. My employer now is have a visitor psychiatrist.
Oh, wow. So thank
Why?
you. They're expecting you to be there with them.
Yes,
Nympha,
ma'am.
do you have friends in
No, no.
Israel?
Yes, I have a lot of friends, ma'am. Yes. Hi, Leia. Uh-huh. Just a minute, ma'am. Hi. This is the uh, government to government. I have a Zoom for the new caregivers. This is Leia, ma'am, my
Hi.
psychiatrist, doctor of my.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
thank you
Boker
for
Tov.
joining us.
His other side. So, yes.
אנחנו נוכל להיות איתה לעוד איזה 5 דקות?
כן, לא, בסדר. אני...
5 דקות מסיימים.
בסדר. Said they're finishing in 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay,
Speak,
Leia. Okay, thank you very much, Leia. Bye. She's okay.
Everyone, Nympha will be with us for
Bye.
another 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm finished, Mama. She left now.
Oh, thank you. So we really appreciate your time since the psychiatrist was there. Anyone, would you like to ask anything? Could be related to culture shock or open bank account, anything. Yeah, this is a wonderful opportunity. Yeah, Info, we have a really shy group and they're very quiet.
Yeah, maybe she's the shame. Don't shame. I'm also Filipina, the same nation. You can ask whatever you want, and then I try to answering question. Hi
Oh,
guys, where are you?
I just want to ask.
Hi, good
Sorry.
morning,
Hello.
Lauren.
Yeah. How long did you adjust to your employer?
Me, I think if you know your work, if you know your job, you cannot think long time adjustment because it's the same. Because we're doing this also in the Philippines. We cook, we clean the house, and we can take care our parents or the childrens like that. You must love your work, and also you must treat your employer is your mother or grandmother. You love your employee and you love your work, and you can work better like that. Treat them family, and also the family also. Very nice here the situation here in the Israel. All the people, the Israeli, is very nice person. Very nice. You respect them, and then you always trust them also, and give her to trust you also. Be a good employee, workers, and will be happy.
Thank you. Tada.
Okay.
And Matt, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. There was another question that I thought maybe someone wanted to ask. I wonder, was that Diana? Diana, was that you wanted to
Yes.
ask a question? Yes.
Hi,
Go ahead.
Dr. Tu. Um,
Okay.
I just want to ask Ate Nimpa, have you struggled a lot working with your employer here in Israel, and what factors have you considered to overcome it?
Again, again.
I'm sorry.
Can you
Ate
repeat?
Nimpa,
Can you repeat? Mm.
Ate, have you struggled a lot when you come here in Israel, working with different cultures, working with your employer, and what factors did you consider to overcome it?
Um, I think I don't have any struggle. Struggle is depends to the situation of your employee. That's why I told you before my experience. But here in the Israel is very nice country. It's all is good person, and also you if you treat them good, they treat you good also, and I'm so happy. It's not like different country in the the Arab the Saudi. The employee there and the employees no good, right?
Yes,
But here, very nice, very nice. We have social worker every time they check you. We have an agency, and they fight you also. They fight our,
right.
especially our health also. We have complete. We have complete here. We have insurance. We have everything, and we are lucky. We are here in the Israel, in the Holy Land. We are lucky. We are lucky, so just do your work better, and then you can get better also. And that's
But
all.
have you struggled like
Personal?
homesick?
Mm.
No. I did not. I did not. I told you I did not before because I always pray to the God, and I can call every time to my son, to my. You can do everything what you want. You have free. You have free, but just only control because first you do your work before you do something. Is that is emergency from calling from the Philippines? You can talk to your employee. Oh, I can talk to my because I have some problem like that. They can help you. They can give you time. They can give you time. No struggle. No struggle. Don't think the struggle and then the struggle is come out. Everything is
Um,
okay.
That's
Just
good to
pray.
hear, Ate.
Yeah. Be
I'm happy
strong.
for you.
Be strong always and be pray always
Yes,
and be happy always. Enjoy your
yes.
job. Enjoy your employee.
Thank you,
I
Ate.
Don't think the struggle. No struggle here. Promise. You always be strong. fight them
Yeah.
and pray.
Yes,
Like
I
that.
am. I am
Yes,
ate.
that's good. Yes, that's good.
I think that for
Thank
some,
you.
the culture. Oh, sorry. I like to add that I think for some culture shock and maybe adjusting to a new culture away from your family and loved ones could be more difficult than others. Some are very focused and they it gives them a lot of strength. So of course it's subjective to um, the way you feel, and it may change from one to the other. But thank you for that, Nympha. I like your strength, the way you say like, okay, no struggle, like you're tough,
No
tough
struggle,
lady.
no.
I know.
Forget
You
about the
want to know.
struggle. Yes. It's like a water in the river. Flow, flow, flow. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyone
Yeah,
else
but
have questions for Nympha? We're kind of getting short on our time here. And Nympha, you've taken up of your time. So last opportunity to ask something or comment,
Yeah, I have a question.
please do.
yes.
Hi, my name is Jazz, Jazz Rodriguez Sarmiento. I just have a question regarding, the moment or time when you're eating. Of course, Israelis eat less rather than Filipinos. Are there times that you're shy getting food? What did you do in order to overcome it? Or are you just asking and they give you food? So,
It's the situation if you go first to your employee, you ask that food about the food. You ask the employee about the food. If you want, they give you allowance for the food, or you are together to the food of your employee. You can ask also because they know Filipini is like rice. They always offering you rice. Rice is more rice here in the grocery, more rice. You can ask, you can eat what you want. Also bread, also here egg, also they give you also chicken, and you can cook your Filipino food is okay. But sometimes the problem is the if your employee is very religious. That's different also. If very religious, um, like a pork in Philippines, no, you can put you ask them because the other not allowed to bring the food. They check the food. But you can eat salad, you can eat but if you're going outside, you can eat anything. Or in your flat, you have an apartment, you can eat anything. And maybe you can bring also the other. They can bring the food, but they hiding to the hiding to the room where she's eating. Or noodles, have a lot of noodles here. You can buy noodles outside, and then you can bring. You can buy also your own food because we have a salary. You can buy also. It depends. You can ask the money for the food for you, or they can give you allowance food for you, or they can together with your employee. Because chicken, beef, there is a chicken, beef, but different kind of cook. You can cook your Filipino food. You can cook anything also. No problem for the food. You ask the employee. You ask the family of your employee. You ask the daughter or you ask the family. When you go to your first employee, you ask everything. Don't shy. Don't shy. Ma'am, excuse me, how about my food? Because I don't like to be, I don't want to be hungry because you can tell. They know they like rice always. They know. Oh, if not, you can give me allowance because I want to cook my own food like that. You can ask. You can tell them. It's different. It's okay. They understand us. They understand you.
Thank you. And I like to add that there is the variety of rice we have here in Israel.
Yeah.
There's a lot, right? You can find so many kinds of rice in the store and other foods as well. Thank you, Nympha. Now, unfortunately, we have to finish today's meeting.
Okay.
If you have any more questions, anyone that we didn't address, we don't have time for any more questions, you can send them and we can ask Nympha if it will be okay with you, Nympha.
Yes, no
Yeah.
problem. No.
Alright. So if you have any more questions that are not, you didn't get to ask, please send it. Okay, send those questions right after today's meeting, and I will address them to Nympha. So thank you very much, Nympha, and
You're
thank
welcome,
you,
ma'am.
everyone. I appreciate your time, and I thank you all for joining us this morning. It's pretty early, and a lot of you are already with your patients. Um, so I will inform you later today. I will send you some links, and you will get a form for questions, because tomorrow is our last online meeting for the orientation program. It will be tomorrow afternoon. So that will be all for today. And Sarah, if you'd like to add anything, you're more than welcome.
Just thank you, everyone. And Nympha, thank you for being so honest and
You're welcome,
open
ma'am.
and yeah, and sharing your experience here with us. And most of all, what makes you strong? That's what we all need to tap into, our strengths, because it is challenging for everyone.
Yes, it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
challenging. Thank you. Have
All
a
right,
Okay,
wonderful
everyone.
bye-bye.
We'll see you
Thank
day.
you.
tomorrow
You're
at
always
2.
welcome, ma'am.
Have a
Thank you, Ate
nice day.
Nanika. Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
You're always
Bye.
You too.
welcome.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.